open my Facebook page, the first thing that pops up, Skull and Bones. What else is new? First thing on my Facebook page. Psychopaths. I'm definitely a target of a satanic, a CIA cult. I have no doubt about it.
Increase the national debt is a totally self-sufficient program financed by payroll taxes. What they've done is
robbed it.
Congress has borrowed trillions of dollars from the Social Security,
and they don't want to pay it back now.
To pay basically for the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, and also to finance the tax cuts for the wealthy during the Bush administration. And now they don't want to pay the money back to the Social Security Administration, so they want us to cut benefits to the retired people. You know, that's, we keep hearing that austerity is needed when all they really need to do is increase the limit on taxable income, which is now $100,100 per year. So a billionaire only pays taxes if you get salary at all. Many of them just get all their income from dividends, which are taxed at a lower tax rate. But if your income is $1 million a year, you only pay Social Security tax on the first $100,000 of that, or maybe it's $110,000. And if they did away with that limit on taxable income, that would take care of the Social Security solvency for the foreseeable future. But you don't see that in the mainstream media as a possible solution. Instead, we need to cut benefits for retired people. And
got to kill them all.
Way for proposed cuts to Medicare. The Affordable Care Act actually made Medicare more solvent for the next 10 years, but the Republicans keep talking about how we need to cut Medicare and
You're listening to WUSB Stony Brook, a woman's perspective on politics. It's about to begin. And to do that, we're going to play you some New Year's resolutions. Are any of you going to make some?
Yeah, he just talked about this guy named Casey who blew the whistle on George Bush's stealing the election in 2004 by rigging the vote, computer rigging the vote. And he winds up dead. Oh boy, I tell you. These fucking Bushes have murdered more people. I don't even know how they can walk on this earth. I don't understand how people can be, how they can actually function being so evil. They have to have totally sold their soul to the devil, I think. I think that's what's happened. I think these people have not only sold their soul to the devil, They have sold our soul. They've sold the country's soul to the devil. I was listening to Russ Distar last night, a guy who really knows what's going on in this world. He's a... Yeah, this Seth Daniel, he had a really good video. And you got to take the good with the bad with some of these videos. But a lot of them give you good information, and if they've done, some of these guys have done some pretty good research into the satanic shit. And he said it pretty clearly. He says these so-called elites, if you want to call them that, I don't call them elites, I call them shit. shits, that's what I call them, because they're satanic. They have sold their soul to the devil. And like he was saying, he says, well, you know, oh, you guys can pray to your Jesus. What has he done for you? He says, with the devil, he says, they can manifest shit that you can't believe. They get power to win elections, and you know they got to murder, ritually murder children, and offer up their ritual murders and sacrifices to their satanic gods to get this power. But can Jesus do anything for you? Did Jesus promise you the elections? But the devil can. And that's why they sell their soul. That's why these rock stars sell their soul. That's why Hollywood stars sell their soul. The devil's the king of this earth. And this is his realm. So yeah, he can profit you while you're here for a while, but you'll eventually pay the piper. But yeah, and that's all these people. Says Obama, Bush, you know, they're so after power, and this is the only way they can get it. I mean, you look at all these things; they're all sacrificial sacrifices or satanic sacrifices. Hurricane Sandy, that was just before the election. How many people died in that? How much death and destruction was wreaked with that? Clearly a satanic sacrifice, in my opinion. 9/11, we all know that was a satanic sacrifice. That actually opened the door, the gates of hell. If you read what My Pet Goat stands for, and George Bush. So, you know, you just start to investigate. You know, why was Clinton going to Haiti all these times? Hillary and Bill Clinton, the capital of voodoo, Santeria, devil worship. That's what Obama's into. Santeria comes from Africa. All these fuckers over there practice this stuff. He's even got photographs of his demonic devils sitting around him. Yeah, so I guess I pissed off the satanic devils. And they're all part of it. I mean, it's everywhere. Just like Jeff was saying, it's everywhere. It's not just one part. It's in the church, it's in politics. Anywhere if you become big and famous, you have sold your soul to the devil, including the church. The Billy Grahams, the Benny Hinns, the Robert Schulers. We all know about the Pope. He openly worships Satan. I don't know what the future holds for us Christians speaking out about this stuff. Torture and a slow death, I guess. That they feed off of that negative energy. They feed off it. But I was watching some old presidential speeches, and they weren't all satanic devils. I don't know when America sold their soul to the devil. I think it was after they started the CIA. That's when these fuckers really started getting in bed with Satan. Because apparently they have tapped into they've weaponized demonic powers. for our military. Can you believe that shit? Satan has been weaponized, and I believe it. I've seen some of this shit. So God only knows what these people, they've sold their soul to the devil, and they've sold our souls to Satan as well. Because we're as leaders of our country, we are now subject to their satanic shit now. But I was listening to a speech by Kennedy, and in his inauguration speech in '61, and I can't tell you how many times he mentioned the word God in his speech. And I can tell you the amount of times Obama has mentioned the word God in any of his speeches. Almost none. Every Thanksgiving speech he's ever given has never once mentioned God. And if he were ever to mention God, it wouldn't be our God. That's for damn sure. It'd be his satanic God. So, yeah, they weren't always devils, but they sure as hell are now. They like to send me little messages on Facebook. The minute I open my news feed, I usually get their PSYOPs bullshit. Here's the most recent one. You may think you're a hot shit in a champagne glass, but you're truly nothing more than a cold fart in a Dixie cup. Oh, that's... well, I'm going to keep farting, my friends. I'm going to keep on farting. Yeah. Yeah, they always like to send me some kind of little sick little message. So all they can do is sit behind their little cowardly computers and aim their directed energy weapons at people and mind control people. They don't even rate a cold fart. They're a coward fart. They're a coward piece of dog shit. That's all they are. They don't even rate dog shit. My dog wouldn't even sniff their shit. Oh, they got a good sticker here. I like this. Chant down Babylon. I have a big thing on my Facebook. It says, "Stay calm. Babylon will fall." I think it will eventually. That's right in front of a meditation yoga place. Chant down yoga. Chant down Babylon. I think you're going to have to do a lot more than just chant down Babylon to get rid of it. Dodge devil trucks. Flags, sheriff's, army. As I go into the old post office. Always got their satanic devil trucks. Yeah, so I'm coming back, so it's funny. What do I see here? Miss me yet? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, we all know you're a criminal, George Bush. We're gonna get you. Yeah, just to the trip to the old post office. I get devil trucks, I always like their purple shit too. Purple TI ribbons. This is interesting. Yeah. I always get interesting stuff when I go out.
High fructose corn syrup. So the government has been complicit in terms of fomenting this epidemic by veering us away from real food and toward processed food. The question is, can government bring us back? And the answer is only if...
If you do any real research on George Bush, you start to find out that his mother, Barbara Bush, may be the offspring of Aleister Crowley, chief Satanist, chief #1 Satanist himself. Apparently his grandmother spent quite a bit of time with Aleister Crowley in France before she came back to America. She came back to America, and 8 months later she had a baby. The baby's name was Barbara. Barbara Bush. Well, that wasn't her name then, but same Barbara. I forget what her maiden name was, but that's the story of George Bush. He's a fucking Satanist from hell. God only knows what these fuckers have in store for this country. God only knows. The devil surely does. They're getting a taste of America now, fucking with their guns. You're gonna find out what America's all about here soon, Mr. Bush. And your CIA satanic fuckheads. It's like a war zone around here. Months after the hurricane. This is where I go eat my Chinese dinner. Get my Chinese takeout next to my house. I've got zombies everywhere on their talking devices. But it still looks like a war zone after Hurricane Sandy. Look at all the zombies. The cell phone zombies, that's what I call them. Cell phone zombies everywhere. They always like to be on their portable devices. I don't know why.